So Remy has made a diss track, or she put Claressa Shields in a song. Baby Claressa, listen to me, baby. Your hands are registered, okay? That's a setup. If you put your hands on Remy, baby, you're going to be in court paying out a lot of money. Sometimes you got to let people talk, okay? I'm telling you right now she watching for what you going to say or what you going to do. Okay, so now she got to watch you. I'm going to tell y'all how beef go, how you can play it. Same thing with Carla, and also dealing with JT. She got to watch what JT going to say. Even though from my understanding, JT says so. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch me. I might not say nothing until 2026. I might hit back, or I might not hit back at all. I might let you have that lick. It's okay to give somebody some of your stripes. It is what it is. I wouldn't go back and forth. But I'm telling you, Claressa, if you put your hands, okay? Because I know we get tired of people talking. It is what it is. Let me see what you bought. But you can't even put your hands on her. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? Keep going back and forth? Talk is talk. Talk is whack. Talk is weak. You know what I'm saying? And eventually somebody, a real, you know what I'm saying? A real person, we're gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that. But I'm telling you, don't put your hands. Please don't. Because, baby, you're gonna be paying out a lot of money. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo. Mwah.
Okay, so I know by now, y'all have heard that new music, with the Remy feature on there from Connie Diamond. Now listen. I know all y'all know Remy was not gonna keep quiet. What we not gonna do is act like Remy ain't been who Remy been. And nothing that Remy has ever given us, as long as we've known her as an artist, said, come over here and play with me. It never gave, come play with me. I don't know why people think it's okay to play with her. And here's just my opinion. And again, y'all, my opinion. And let me clarify it even more. My opinion as a wife. When it comes to me and my husband, mind your fucking business. And I don't care what is happening. Because there's always going to be things that go on between me and my man, i.e. my husband. If he ain't my man no more, that motherfucker still belong to me. Why? Because I'm his wife. So, if that man that I deal with say, oh yeah, we really separated, she doing her own thing, bitch, mind your business. If you decide to go open your legs to him, again, mind your fucking business. When you see me, bitch, you need to go the other way. Why? Because I'm his wife. Until I'm not his wife. And I get it. A lot of people are team Claressa. I don't have nothing against you personally. I don't know you. I actually think you're an amazing boxer. But when it comes to this situation, yeah, let it play out. Don't comment. Don't do none of that. And if you feel like you haven't, okay. But all I know is, yeah, my girl Remy, she came and said, I said don't fucking play with me. And y'all out here really talking about something, Remy give her a boxing match. Y'all know motherfucking well she ain't giving her no boxing match. Y'all crazy. If you ain't heard the music, go check my last video, because baby is posted. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add my thoughts. The bars was barring. Like, Remy did not leave a crumb on the table. My girl came in and spit that shit and said, again, don't fucking play with me. Now, with that being said, Cardi, Remy, at this point, y'all should just collab. Give me some heat, because, baby, both of y'all spitting.
Remy Ma takes shots at Claressa Shields in her new diss track. She says things like, you're number 2, mad at the number 1. And everybody's wondering, how is she number 2 if you're just a baby mama now that, is waiting for a divorce and you are moved on? Why are you still talking about Claressa, Remy Ma? Let me know. And then she also says things like, why would I fight you when I got a pew-pew? Well, baby, you did go to jail, but you ain't go to jail for a pew-pew. You went to jail for a swoo-swoo. A swoo-swoo. So, at the end of the day, stop acting like you so tough, girl. Didn't you do your time and get out and become a mother and change your life? Because it's not giving that. She also says, I'm going to go back to prison when I catch those That's exactly what's gonna happen, Remy Ma. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Because if you think that you can take y'all little X beef or y'all little Instagram beef or y'all little whatever beef and make it real life over a man that is popping out with her, looking like he happy, looking like his black love is actually paying off, you're going to jail. Lock her up. Throw away the key. She don't belong to be free.
Now, you knew Auntie was going to come in here and talk about Remy Ma's verse on Connie Diamond's new song, Head Tap. You knew I was way overdue to talk about the Tamron Hall interview with Papoose and Claressa. And you know that I'm going to address all this comparison with Stephon Diggs and Cardi B and Remy Ma, not Remy Ma, and Claressa and Papoose. You know, I'm going to talk about all of that. But I'll be busy, you guys. I know I see y'all texts, I see y'all comments or whatever. I'll be busy. TikTok ain't my life. I'll be busy, but I'm here. I'm going to talk about it. Let's go. First and foremost, Cardi B and Stephon situation is nothing like, maybe one or two things could be alike, right? Because they're both female rappers from the Bronx. But there is nothing like the situation with Claressa and Papoose. So all that, oh, y'all out here dragging Claressa, but letting Cardi B live, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you look at my last video, I do have comments about Cardi B, but I also happen to like Cardi B. I like Cardi B, and y'all know I like Remy Ma, right? Now, the reason why the situations are different is because in Cardi B's situation, we have seen Offset time and time again play in Cardi's face, cheat, got her back, cheat, get her back again, right? Just make a public, fool of her, and she's trying to work on the marriage or whatever. He tried to say that she cheated too. He has no reason to even say that, or no evidence, I wanted to say, to even say that. Right now, according to Cardi B, he's stalling the divorce because he wants property and he wants money, and that money in the form of her paying his taxes, right? And so he's purposely stalling the divorce. So, I mean, in her words, and I agree, like, what is she supposed to do? Not live her life, while he's out there living his, got a brothel of hoes every night, every other night or whatever, talking crap, dissing her whenever he get a chance on Twitter or whatever social media platforms he's using. And so that's where there's a similarity, is because Papoose was the one that wasn't trying to be all up in the courtroom. Remy had the lawyer. Remy had the mediator, to mediate, I guess, property, whatever. And Papoose wasn't trying to have none of that, right? And so the situations are different, because with Claressa was begging to be seen. When the situation was quiet, Remy was keeping it quiet, right? We didn't know about her and Easy until Papoose, acted a fool. He, like I said before in many other videos, he knew that the marriage was over, was probably still holding on, like the Offset. Because a lot of men these days, are acting like bitter baby mamas. Y'all the new bitter baby mamas of 2025, right? And so Papoose didn't want the divorce. I'm not saying he didn't want the divorce because he loved him some Remy. He probably didn't want the divorce, and more than likely didn't want the divorce like Offset, right? Because their women are the breadwinners, and they got comfortable to a certain lifestyle. And believe it or not, Remy is worth more than Claressa and Papoose. I don't know where you're getting your numbers from. And we know that Cardi B is worth way more than Offset. That's where the similarity ends. The difference is Claressa wanted attention from Remy so bad. Remy was being quiet, because I see comments about Remy was being quiet. Remy was being quiet. She did a whole thing on social media. Why was she doing this stuff on social media? Because Claressa, each and every time she was given an opportunity, right, to speak on a mic, she wanted to subliminally, or sometimes like directly, blatantly, bring up Remy's name or the situation. Nobody was asking you to do nothing. Be quiet. Be with your married man. Like married Remy was with Easy. Nobody knew nothing about it. Let's get divorced. But you didn't want that. You wanted everybody to know, pick me. You wanted to be a pick me, see me. You wanted everybody to know that you were Papoose and you were his woman now. And you want to slowly morph into Remy Ma, because you was already hitting her up and her DMs and, asking her how to dress. And I'm slowly seeing you do a whole, some of your fashions are slowly morphing into Remy. And I'm pretty sure Papoose loves that for himself. And I'm pretty sure you soaked up all of that bullshit on the Tamron Hall interview, where he's gassing you and, yeah, you're this and you're that. And I'm looking at this whole thing like, look at this shit right here. First of all, I'm surprised at Tamron Hall for even having them
on the show, right? That's how people just anything for ratings, right? And not really chin checking her and asking her the real questions. If you guys are gonna bring these people on the show and you guys are gonna, you know what I'm saying, want the ratings, deal with the real issues and not the little fluff that you was trying to give when letting Papoose slide with the I hit her up, and he was trying to be real coy about when he hit her up, and she was basically telling it all with the he sent me a video and we was kikiing, I want him to be my man. You was doing all of this. You was doing all of this while you was asking Remy Ma for advice, and you was like commenting under her, Remy, you cute, you know what I'm saying? You look cute and all stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. This is what you was doing. The same thing that Cardi B was saying that a lot of females was doing with Offset, a lot of rappers especially. This is what I'm saying. So why are you guys still trying to shade Remy out of all of this? Yes, Claressa should have gotten dragged because she should have shut up. Like I said, play your position in quiet, but you wanted to be seen. So you got what you was looking for, and you got what you was looking for by that heat. Remy Ma just put on. You cannot like it. I don't know what kind of rhymes you thought that she was going to spit. Remy Ma is not a bubblegum rapper. She's not going to talk about bubblegum. She is considered a gangster hardcore rapper, so you had to know her response of her life was going to come in the form of art because she's a rapper. So you knew that she was going to say something about the situation. Y'all like, oh no, she's not quiet. No, she's been quiet. They've been running around here. She was on the humble day on every station. Okay, shout out to Lauryn Hill for that line. No, she's been quiet. She was only responding to the bullshit that was being put out there by Claressa specifically, right? And Papoose allowing Claressa to do it. So now she came with that head tap, right, with Connie Diamond, and I like what she's saying in there. She was like, "Why would I fight when I have a gun, bitch?" Now, we definitely don't want Remy to go back to prison. We definitely don't want that to happen. I think it's more or less like putting all that aggression, into her music, just like Cardi did with "Am I the Drama?" when she's like, you know what I'm saying, bow, bow, bow. Now you can bowl with it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about somebody said, shooting somebody in the head. It's just that female rappers, it maybe sounds crazy to you guys when they put it to, to music, because men do it all the time and you guys have nothing to say about it. Now, it's not lost on me that Remy Ma already been to prison, so we're like, okay, it's not like it can't be the truth that she does that, but I think in this particular situation, Remy ain't trying to go back to prison. I think it's more like whatever, and I felt like she came off at the bars. They was asking for it, by Claressa and Papoose, they was asking for it, they wanted it so bad, and she put it, she was like, she stopped with the back and forth and stopped posting stuff on social media, and I guess Remy was like, let me do this verse and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Get paid for your defamation. No, get paid to attack. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Remy Ma came out and everybody's like, oh, it ain't a flex. No, it ain't a flex. It wouldn't be a flex if she really did it and she went back to jail. She went back to prison and she allowed herself to get, put back into prison over Claressa, and then Claressa gonna be raising her daughter as her own. So, that wouldn't be the flex, but she could say whatever she want on a hip hop beat. Y'all just don't like Remy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't like Remy unless it's admitted. But that Sam Ron Hall video, interview was so, I was like, okay, yeah, to go on and tell the truth. You've been trying to hit her up. It's not a flex. I still don't see what you see. I still don't see all the love. I see a man that is a grifter. I see a man that found the jackpot. That's why he says to her, he ain't lying when he says that. That's why he says to her, she's one of the best things that ever happened to him, because she came right on time. Because what money would Papoose have? I don't care if he was executive at Win Records or whatever record company he was before this. Who was he producing? Who was he out there? I feel like a Cardi B. Gun to your head. Name 5 Papoose songs, or name any artist by Papoose. Bow, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you guys don't know any song outside of Touch It, Alphabetical Slaughter. You don't know songs like that with Pap. Stop trying to act like you're big supporters, because he came out with an album every month like a couple of years ago and y'all did not support it. Y'all just supporting the drama and the mess, and y'all just want Claressa to be better than Remy so bad. Remy was minding her business, continues to mind her business. Remy, make your money and let them keep on doing these interviews, and the more and more they talk, the more and more that they tell on themselves. And we already improved what we already knew, that the marriage between Papoose and Remy was over before Papoose even beat up Easy, the block captain, or Remy Ma, or whatever he did, snuff him or whatever, attack him. Before Remy Ma had Chrome 23 and met Easy, the block captain, you was already mingling up in somebody's DM, and that's the point blank period of the situation. And now you want to carry this out, acting like you're big in love with Claressa, and everybody else is eating it up because they don't know what a grift looks like, and they definitely don't know what a grift looks like from a Brooklyn motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom line to that. Because me, I don't see all this love that everybody else sees. But then again, that's me.